How we go? See what else to do in this odd voice world. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Digimon video.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, "Oh, that's not conventional. That's not going to get you any money. You're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that."
I do apologize. I'm a little bit late
or
due
something
to,
along the lines of that. There's always
I had to deal with the fact that my network access storage went down. And I had to fix it.
Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my best. 5. Oh no! We're going down! We're going down!
Antenna soft, very cute. ABC, conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Antennasoft. It was actually completed and created. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. I'm not going anywhere. No matter what happens, my friend, I'm going to do my best to stream 5 days a week, if not more. Because I love doing this. This is what I do for... This is my life.
Like that's for you. Oh no. Take that. Am I gonna talk like this the whole weekend? I don't know. Hello everybody and welcome.
Thank you
so much for joining me for a first look at Gorgonia. Yeah, I love train. Rolling on through. Choo-choo. Love train, rolling on through. Choo-choo.
I appreciate you being here, my friend. And we may or may not have a guest on the stream today. Although, technically not a guest. My co-host on the stream today. One of my co-hosts on the stream today. Who's usually here for DN Dummies. But they can't be on their computer today because they're doing things. But they did say they may want to be in VC at some point. So I'm in there. As well as my buddy Chef, who is also a part of DN Dummies, is not going to be here because he is at a con being absolutely amazing doing Mandalorian shit, and I absolutely love it. But I do appreciate y'all being here. And what's up, D-Chamber? Meep to you too, my friend. I hope everyone is doing well. Just one big old starter hit before we press go live on the TikToks. I will honestly say that yesterday I was absolutely blown away. I'll be honest, I wasn't having the best day. And I will say that Thursday's stream, I didn't have the best energy, and I apologize for that. At least I don't. I know. I thought I could do. I could do better. And last night, y'all fucking surprised me with like the biggest show of kindness. And this is why I love my community. This is why I absolutely love my community, both on TikTok and on Twitch. This is why I still go live on TikTok, is because of the amazing people I've met through TikTok. I mean, yeah, there are still about, what, I want to say like 85% trolls that show up in my stream, but the ones that show up and are there to just be and be awesome, they make it worth it. They make it worth it to go through the sea of trolls. Y'all make it worth it to go through the sea of trolls, to continue to be here, and I appreciate y'all for that. Alright, let's see. So this was the lady that had a weird ass, what's it called? Fetish for mind flayers. Yeah, we're not gonna do the whole fetish thingy with her. We're gonna move on. So what the heck is this? Kithric Voss. Okay, where the fuck is Kithric Voss then? Is he downstairs now? Oh yeah, he did say he was downstairs. Hey, what's up, Mouse? How are you, my friend? Hello, Nazim. How are you? Just playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fascia Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, and of course, the link is in my bio for my YouTube. We're definitely streaming for more than an hour today. I wish I could have gone on earlier because I wanted to stream earlier, but after I finished my recording my episode of Sons of the Forest, I noticed that my NAS went down. My network access storage went down. And I was wondering what happened. And apparently what happened was Windows' newest update changed some network settings. So if you have a NAS set up without one of those stupid third-party NAS programs that you really don't fucking need, but they make you pay for, I'm not a big fan of any of those. Honestly, they're just a bunch of bullshit. You do not need those to set up a proper network access storage. In my opinion, they're just either bloatware or scamware. But, yeah. I had to redo that because apparently they changed some of the network settings in their latest Windows update. And with that, I had to just restart the computer, restart the network access settings, and it was fine. I didn't know that's what I had to do, so I spent almost an hour and a half trying to figure out what's wrong with my network access storage and why it wasn't showing up. Only that's because I gotta go do something. I'll be back. I have a good stream, though. Alright, D-Hill. I appreciate it. Okay, so Kithric Voss. Where the fuck is Kithric Voss? Yep, we're playing some more Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fascia Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. I'm good, making lunch, dinner, ramen. Right on, sounds good. Hope you enjoy it. Never underestimate what you can do with a simple packet of ramen. A couple of additions, and it tastes amazing.
Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Skaketh. Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people.
Listen, like, I know why Kithric Voss wants to release Orpheus. It makes sense, it does. But ultimately, I don't think he's thinking about the fact of the matter is, who put Orpheus in the artifact? Vlaakith. Who is still in power of the Githyanki? Vlaakith. Until Vlaakith is dead, it is not safe to release Orpheus. I don't know why he doesn't get that. Why are you so dumb? And thank you so much for that, Carhub. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to see you again. And I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, wherever it is, wherever you are. Don't worry. Yes.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the first mother's son. And yet it seems
you're fucking amazing. Thank you once again.
Trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire.
Okay, she's undead. She's not dead, she's undead, okay? But we still have to get rid of Vlakith. Remove her physical body and decimate her spiritual soul so that she can be no more. In truth, we have somebody that can probably just, you know, snap their fingers and make it happen. But for some reason, the Wither has constantly taken on a status of neutrality. And I kind of don't get why. Because the Wither is a being, a necromancer, a lich that existed from way before the spell plague. He's one of the first liches to ever exist. He's one of the first people to ever reach that state. Which is why it's so far in the past, whenever you ask him about who he used to be, he says there never was. Because there never was anything before the Wither, for he believed himself to be nothing more than insignificant until he became the Wither.
A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic hammer there. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the hells. You must find it.
Okay, fine.
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name.
Bootleg, I'm already in VC. I'm waiting for your ass.
Promise you.
Did my message not go... Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I probably never sent the message on Discord. I probably have it there. It's waiting. It's like right there. But it was never sent. Because I'm a dumbass.
You are wasting your time and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Shut up. Listen, Illithid Emperor. I'm only helping you because you're the lesser evil, but you're still a fucking mind flayer who has the potential to become an Ulithid rather than stay an Illithid. Like, the Emperor is probably the closest that we've met in this game so far that has the potential to evolve into an Ulithid, which eventually has the potential to evolve into an Elder Brain in its own right. And I don't want another Elder Brain. There doesn't need to be another Illithid Empire. Here. Hey, what's up? Oh, welcome, my friend. You can hear me, right?
And I cannot hear anything.
But...
Uh-oh.
Wait, you can't? Wait. Hello? Hello?
Give me a second, I'll check YouTube to see if you can hear me.
I can hear you on YouTube, but apparently you can't hear me. 1 second. I can fix this. I can. I think.
Try now. I think my headphones fucked up.
No, it's not you, it's me.
No, I can't hear you. Damn it. Hold on. Let me jump out.
Wait. Can you hear me? Ah, you son of a bitch. Dude, I was just... Can you hear me now? Because I realized that I'm on 2 different mics. My VC mic is my headphone mic, and then my, stream mic is my mic.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Alright, cool. And, I've played Skyrim, but in all honesty, I've played so much Skyrim that Skyrim is dead to me. You're dead to me, can opener.
Yeah. Skyrim, good game. But the only reason why I will play it now is, like, it has to be heavily modded into a completely different game.
I mean, give me 10 years. Give me a 10-year break, and then I'll get back to it. When I have forgotten the majority of the game, I will play it again. But until then, I played so much of Skyrim. I played so many modded versions of Skyrim. I have modded the crap out of Skyrim and played it over and over again. It's just like burned into my mind. Oh yeah, no, technical difficulties are fun. That's why I was late on stream for my YouTube stream today. Windows had an update, right? Just recently, like a day or two ago, and I didn't realize that this update messed with my network settings for my NAS, my network access storage. Come to find out, when I finished recording my episode for Sons of the Forest today and putting it into trying to, transfer it, my network access storage is not there. I spent an hour and a half trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong, only to find out all I needed to do was turn it off and on again.
Gotta love tech support.
I didn't try turning it off and on again. Fucking Occam's razor got me.
Should always be the first thing you do.
I know. My, Oh no, I'm not playing Armored Core right now. I'm actually playing Baldur's Gate. If you want to check out any gameplay, my friend, I am live on YouTube at AsianFletcherGamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag. And appreciate you lurking while you're driving home, Odessa.
Yeah, don't be doing anything while you're driving, Odessa.
Yeah, don't be chef. The dumbass.
Or me.
You two drive me nuts, you know that? Yar, you be driving me nuts.
It's my job as the god of chaos, Ian Malcolm.
Okay, where the fuck do I go? Where is the entrance to this place? Because apparently, I need to go in here. Deal with the devil. Oh no, that's to deal with Raphael. I don't want to deal with Raphael. I don't want to reconsider his deal.
You killed that lady with a cool armor yet to get your money back?
No.
How dare.
I will eventually. I'll get there. Alright, let's see. Impress the murder tribunal. I don't want to help the god of murder.
Right, same, mouse. Same.
Alright. I'm gonna go try to find the hammer, because I need the hammer.
But is it the proper hammer?
Your mother.
Is it the one true hammer? My mom's dead.
God damn it, dude, don't do that. Okay, so we learn track down his lavish abode. Huh. How do I do this? Hey, what's up, Tim? How are you, my friend? I really appreciate you being here. You know what? We're gonna go disable the steel watch first, because apparently that's easier. Okay, I need that. How do I change my quest marker? Or is it that it doesn't show up until I see something happen?
You should be able to change your quest marker to another quest just through your journal.
That's what I tried. I double click it, make it active, bitch. Oh well, whatever. I'm just gonna try moving forward and see. Because I don't want to talk to Raphael. I don't want to take his deal. He can go lick his own nuts. Like a cat.
But he's a devil.
So
wouldn't that make him more akin to a reptile?
Hey, there are reptiles that can, stick their tongue all the way into their own cloaca and lick their hempine.
Yeah.
That happens. Well, some of them do. I know blue-tongued skinks regularly do that because when they defecate, they actually leave sperm plugs, and they do that to clean it out to make sure that they don't get a UTI.
Oh, that's fair.
Disgusting facts I know about lizards!
Specifically lizards.
I'm not a scaly. I will never admit to it. Huh.
I think we're getting some deep dark lore about Alan here.
No. Thank you so much, Carha, for that.
Looks like we know what Asian Daddy Gamer's gonna be.
Oh God. Okay, let's see. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, these are refugees. Aw.
Oh, Alan, were you able to check after last night's stream how much you have left to go?
To pay off last month, I am set. I just need to get
Awesome.
enough to pay off this month, which is another 500.
You heard him, chat. Donate him 500 and he'll make Asian Daddy Gamer.
I'm not gonna do... God damn it.
Listen, it's incentive. And like we've said, you could always just do the Markiplier thing.
What, just him in costumes?
That or, you know, feet.
Okay, but if I'm gonna do feet pictures for... No, okay, we're not talking... I'm on TikTok. We're not going into there. We're not going there!
Oh, I'm gonna go there, my friend. Just not right now. Not until you end your TikTok stream, which
There you
should
go.
be in about 5 minutes. Oh, looks like Mouse is gonna donate you that $500. He said yes, Daddy.
Oh God, no.
You heard it here first, chat, and this is gonna be in the VOD.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things.
He has to uphold it.
Welcome, sir.
You do realize that it's just gonna be like action figure feet.
Yo,
Stop
that has a market.
Don't tell me that has a market.
through the nose.
That
It
can't
has a
have a
market.
market. That can't have a market.
Alan, this is the internet. Everything has a market.
Welcome to the
Just sample
internet.
some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious.
Exactly.
No?
Funny thing is, I think I know most of that song because me and my wife listen to it so often.
Same. I actually was writing a Digimon parody of it
Everything alchemical
called
from
Welcome
potions
to the
poisons.
Digital World.
Just do make sure you read the
Oh
label.
man, okay, but it has to be like it has to start really happy, obviously, and go when it goes really dark. I mean, you
Oh,
got to go dark.
Oh yeah, whenever I was gonna go dark, it was gonna I was gonna make a music video for it and everything.
Nice.
And
Hey,
whenever
what's
it
up,
starts going
Reaper
dark-
and Tentacle? I appreciate y'all
Uh,
being here.
Hey guys, whenever it goes dark, I was gonna have my character, because I was gonna do it all animated. I was gonna have my character shapeshift into a Devimon.
Damn, that's fucking awesome. I actually like that idea.
My problem is I can't afford the animation.
I mean, you could go with the cheesy ass animations.
Hello.
Hello.
That's a different minivan.
Wait, there's another minivan with a sports car engine in it. Why do people do that? And what the hell? Wait. Reaper Aces, what happened? And
Bro.
yeah, no, that's pretty much still a thing that I'm fighting. I've gotten through one half hurdle. Now I gotta get through the other half of the hurdle so that I can pay off my landlord the rest of what they need, and they can get off my back, and I can get back on track because thanks to y'all, I'm on a path. I'm at a part in my content creation journey where I'm seeing more success than I'm seeing failures, and that is something that I'm thoroughly grateful for because of y'all.
Actually, since Tentacle Motorsports is actually in the chat, can you explain why somebody puts a sports car engine in their fucking minivan?
Yes, actually, yeah, because you know about car stuff, Tentacle Motorsports. Can you explain to me why someone would want to fucking do that? Because I don't get it. It's a
Because
fucking
now
minivan.
There are two of them. I wouldn't actually, to be fair, I wouldn't call this one a minivan. It's definitely a van, but like it's smaller than a minivan.
Okay,
Like
Howard,
the one that's fast.
what class did you choose in Baldur's Gate? That you keep... Okay, did you choose a wizard or a sorcerer? Because I kind of get the feeling that's what you chose, if you keep dying a lot. It's because Turbo go
It's
brap. It's just for the sound.
Ugh, that's disgusting. Ah, just one of those assholes, Reaper.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I-
Reaper. I'm so
you know, I
sorry.
completely understand that.
That's it's so sad how much people put effort into hate and to pushing hate, even though they could just be putting effort into being awesome.
I'm just thankful that Alan hasn't dealt with that yet. All of that bullshit is staying on TikTok.
Oh yeah, and that's mostly because of the fact as I've been really lucky so far. That's it. That's it. Knock on the woods.
Also, to explain Tentacle Motorsports, I'm pretty sure it's the engine, because it only happens whenever they rev.
Well, remember, revving can also be the exhaust too. Okay, so you chose the sorcerer. All right, so you chose a glass cannon. Now, are you constantly putting your character in the front line? And what's your team setup? Do you have a tank? Do you have a warrior on your team setup or a barbarian? And do you have the shield spell? Oh, wait, you're a sorcerer. No, I believe sorcerers have... Yeah. Do you have the shield spell? Because that's going to be integral to your survival in the very beginning of the game. And favorite game of all time would definitely have to be Pokemon Silver. He also has a YouTube channel. Well, Reaper, do me a favor. Can you send me his information so that I can block him? Because I'm not going to want to even have a chance to deal with that person. Me, I avoid drama. I don't like drama. I like to have fun and be awesome.
No, that's my MO.
No, you're not drama. Trust me.
I live off of drama, dude.
Okay, but you're not the
Not my
drama. I know people who are the drama, and you know what? They're annoying to be around.
Oh, I could easily be the drama, and sometimes I am because I find it fun, but I don't do it very often.
Let's see, could be exhaust manifold, gasket leak. You only hear that when you're under accelerating. Okay.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. Either way, it's fucking obnoxious. And they do it on purpose because they know when they're doing it, and every time they do it, they always laugh because everyone comes out and just yells at them. Because the area that I live in, there are a lot of elders and children. So parents and the boomers will come out and yell at them.
Trying to figure out where to go now. 'Cause I can't... You know what? Maybe I just need to talk to the people at the bridge. I didn't try talking to them.
Yep, brap.
Yes, Reaper, I do have a Instagram. I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter. I'm not calling it X. I'm never calling it X. Let's see, I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I have a TikTok, I have a Facebook technically that I don't really I'm not that active on. And of course my Twitch and my YouTube. And I technically also have a Kick setup. I just haven't streamed on it yet because that is the next thing I'm going to check out after I get my YouTube monetized. Alright, let's talk to you.
At this point, you might as well get an OF just to fucking expand out there. Because remember, OF wasn't meant to be the site that it turned into.
But that's what it is. Okay, I'll consider it. I will consider it.
There are still a lot of people that go to OF specifically just for their content. They use it as a secondary Patreon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Oh, I know a lot of content creators that do it.
That's actually very interesting.
In fact,
shit pickles.
I believe... Well, actually, no. Mark does have an Yeah, Mark does have an OF.
Yeah, but he has it for
that's
other
specifically
reasons.
He has it for his calendar, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But he originally did start it for the shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes,
Then there is
orphans
also
fund. You can pay me
shit.
directly. I'll
Yes.
Alonzo
pass your
something.
gold to the orphans.
He does a lot of react to fucking like Twitter posts things.
Oh, I don't follow most of those content creators, sadly.
Oh no, it's not drama stuff. It's like mispronunciations or mistypings and stuff like that. It's him reading tweets that are like poorly misspelled and then being like, "Who the fuck wrote this shit, man?"
I think I did a oopsie. I think I did an
Do you need
oopsie.
to go change your pants? Do you need to go change your pants?
If I lose this battle, I might. I didn't expect this. I didn't want to pay them 200. I didn't want to pay them 20,000 gold.
Jesus fucking Christ! No one wants to pay that.
Take it back. What the fuck?
That is the what the fuck of somebody just summoned a Kraken.
No, dude, this metal construct just jumped onto the roof from, like, what the fuck? Okay.
I mean, it's a construct.
That
makes sense.
I am 100% sure I am fucked. I am effed in the A. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Okay. Smack. Currently playing Baldur's Gate 3, my friend. If you want to check out any gameplay, I am live on YouTube at Asian Facha Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, and the link is in my bio. Just to make it easier for you.
Yes. Yeah, stop being a fucking nerd. Come over to the YouTubes.
Okay, I'm reloading, because there's no way I'm beating this match.
Oh, well-placed fireball can take care of anything.
Listen, if they were still on the bridge, and the bridge wasn't destroyable, I checked that out. Damn it! That's one of my main ways to get rid of enemies that are too strong. If they're on a bridge, I just use Shatter, and they fall and die.
Do you know if there's any blast barrels nearby? Because you could create a tactical nuke.
Ooh. Ooh!
Tell me you took the devil's deal.
Okay, well, first
Tell
let's
me
do
you
this,
free
because...
Gibbs heir.
Yeah, we already talked to you.
There is no cost. And yet it find to get he is tick. I will wait in the every house has an entrance.
You know what I think it's time for, Alan?
What's that?
He will see reason.
I think it's time for promo.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a good idea. I do need to refresh my drink and such. So, give me 1 second, everybody. I will be right back. Hello, everybody. I'm Asian Facha Gamer, and they are Random Skull and Mr. Announcer. And we're here to talk to you about ways that you can support me as a content creator as we wait for
entirely
me
fair.
to do whatever it is that we are
Oh
doing
my God, my
while
back.
we're on this Be Right Back
need to
screen.
break it.
And now, there are a multitude of different
Where's
ways
my
that you can
backbreaker?
support
There's my
me
backbreaker.
that are found on my link tree,
well,
such as
Patreon.
as
I'm
well
breaking
as
the boards, my back.
donations, and of course there is my merch
Oh, there it
store.
goes.
Now, of course, these are nothing that you have to do.
You'd be amazed
but it
how
does
much a
help me
2-liter
greatly
fucking
to continue
soda bottle
on
can
doing
help
this
crack your
and
back.
entertaining y'all. And of course, on my Patreon, you do get access to Patreon exclusive content, as well as live streams that happen once a month, and of course, podcasts that may
Exactly.
appear only on
You know,
Patreon.
I'll actually just
And of
sit in
course,
my
you
car
support
with
me
a
greatly
2-liter
through
bottle
this, and
on
those
my
that are
back,
higher tier do
just to
also
keep
get
the
a
contour
chance
of my
to be
spine
able
angled
to request
or
different
curved.
forms of long-form content on YouTube, as well as series.
Oh, which
And of course,
fucking helps.
all of
Oh,
my
that
Patreon
fucking-
subscribers get a chance to be able to play with me while I'm live on stream. And
Oh,
of
man,
course,
I
we
missed
do
that time
thank you
concert.
for your consideration and for your
Already?
help
It was good.
to be able to continue on this path
as a content creator.
Dude, that
Say
shit was
thank you,
good,
everybody.
and my wife
Thank
accidentally
you.
spilled the
All
rest
right.
in the car.
Y'all have a good one
Oh,
now.
no.
Hey there,
Because it
everybody.
was poorly packaged.
Mr. Announcer here. As you
We're coming back. Of course. Well, I don't know. Sometimes packaging soup is just difficult.
Oh, definitely. That's why I don't like to order soup to go.
Okay, now then. Fuck it. I guess we're gonna go talk to the fucking devil real quickly.
Roll the credits. Oh, I guess Motorsports wants us to end the stream. Okay, bye, chat.
No. He was just talking about the fucking thingy.
Mind my step.
The ad.
Yes.
Also, I noticed something about that entire break, Alan.
What's that?
You never promoted on TikTok.
Oh, well, there's not that many people here on TikTok right now. Blech.
Oh, that's fair.
But just so you know, here on TikTok, the ones that are here, I do appreciate y'all. And of course, if you do want to check out the gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fudge Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag. Link is in my bio, along with many other links like my Patreon. And that's one of the great ways you can actually support me, with the ability to access some Patreon exclusive content that I am currently working on, along with being able to request content on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, depending on what tier subscription you are. And of course, I do appreciate any and all help and your consideration. Hey, Zaxxan, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good one. Okay,
Oh, I just realized what you're going to be doing on Monday.
Oh?
This next Monday. You promised me you were going to play Hide.
What's that?
You promised me that you were going to play Hide.
Oh, is that one RPG you told me about that's the greatest?
Yeah, greatest RPG of all time.
Okay.
No sarcasm.
I just gotta get it. I don't know how to get it. That's the thing.
After stream after you pick up your wife, I can show you how to get it.
Alright.
It's literally just getting an NES emulator and the ROM.
Wait, does ZNES work as both a Super Nintendo and Nintendo ROM emulator?
No.
Balls.
Unfortunately not.
Oh well.
Unless somebody in the chat can prove me wrong. The last time I played ZSNES was about a decade ago, and it wasn't like that back then, but it could have changed. I don't know. You could always download the ROM first, check, and then get the emulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Mouse. Highlight is fantastic.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm very worried when you say it like that.
It definitely has an attack button.
What's up? Just playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we're live on YouTube at Asian Fudge Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag.
Hey, Evil Nickel, we appreciate the lurk.
Yep. I hope you're having a good one, my friend. And hope work is going well for you. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? Because this is apparently not it. We broke in here for no reason.
Also, from now on, I'm just going to call you Evil Philip.
Evil Phil.
No, Evil Philip.
Evil Philip. Okay. I don't know
Please
why,
tell me
but
you
that...
get reference.
I might. I might not. I don't.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Philip!
Exactly.
Now I remember. I love Cosmo.
Everyone loves Cosmo.
Cosmo deserves all the love. Am I not in the right
deserves
place?
A better godchild.
What?
He deserves a better godchild than Timmy.
Oh yeah, no. Timmy's a horrible godchild. You kidding me?
Yo, did you ever figure out about the last episode?
What? Wait, what? Wait,
So
wait.
it turns out... Yeah, in the last episode, we find out that Timmy forced Cosmo to make a secret wish.
What was the wish?
Everyone in Dimsdale will never age.
The fuck?
He made that wish 50 years prior.
Oh my
So
god.
by the end of the series, it had been 50 years since Timmy made that wish.
And no one aged in that time.
Nope, no one knew because Cosmo's dumb and forgot.
You think the master plans to expand his
Fuck. That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how the fuck do I get here? This is the most confusing place to try and get to. Oh, son of a bitch. I went the wrong way. I did the wrong.
I'm always the wrong.
Did you want something?
No,
If not, I'm
Yes.
perfect.
we're good, Shadowheart. I love you, but we're good. People did not like... Did people not like
Apparently
Dude
not.
at the date? No, probably not. I mean, okay, think about how stupid Timmy's parents are. I'm just saying.
Hey, soldier.
Or everyone in Dimsdale, really.
Right? Like, think about how dumb the people of Dimsdale are.
They worship a goat like it's a god.
And the shenanigans, and they're just oblivious to everything that goes in there. And yes, Doug Dimmadome. Of the Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
The most ridiculous man. With the most ridiculous hat. Okay, so I gotta go through the brothel to get to that fucker, I think.
Butch Hartman actually explained why he gave Doug Dimmadome such a large hat.
Large fry shake. Oh, yeah. It was an amazing show, and I love the theme song. Oh, wait. Why did he give him such a large hat?
It was supposed to be a gag on the whole 20-gallon hat.
Okay, so it wasn't an allusion to him having a small penis.
No, it was literally just a joke of the 20-gallon hat. And Butch Hartman is like, what would an actual 20-gallon hat look like? So he just made it super long.
He just fucking drew a 20-gallon hat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Majestics? Or, Soups. I appreciate you being here, my friend.
And he had to draw it upwards because drawing it outwards wouldn't have made sense because that would encase most of Dimsdale.
It would be huge.
But Butch Hartman did canonically confirm that Doug Dimmadome's hat is twice the size of Dimsdale's largest skyscraper.
Oh my god. Alright, it's huge.
The whole reason why Doug Dimmadome has that limousine isn't because he's rich and he drives around in a limousine because he's rich. He has to drive around in that limousine to fit his hat. Because that limousine is like, I think Butch said that it was like 200 feet long. And Doug Dimmadome has to take off his hat to sit in that limousine.
That's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. The fact that there's that knowledge about Doug Dimmadome's hat is ridiculous in itself. And Justin, I do apologize. I didn't see that right away. Stream schedule is I stream pretty much 5 days a week, if not more sometimes when I'm just feeling up to it. But it's usually from Mondays to Fridays. Mondays and Friday streams are on YouTube, starting from on Mondays usually starts at 2 to 3, ends at 5. On Fridays usually starts at 1, sometimes at 2 if I'm late, and ends at 5. And then Tuesdays through Thursdays I'll be on Twitch from 2 to 5 or 3 to 5 depending on the day. And then of course nighttime streams are usually on YouTube.
By the way, that's all on Pacific Standard Time.
And yes, that is all on Pacific Standard Time. as you ask about time zones. And of course, because
Yeah, I was just about to say, give him 3 minutes.
I know.
While the YouTube lag catches up.
that's the shittiest thing about YouTube, isn't it? It's that. If
Mhm.
you're not one of the big time streamers that has, you know, 1 million or more followers that are watching you, then you do not get the bandwidth.
Ah, you're in India.
Ah.
That is very far. It is nighttime for you, my friend. Go to bed.
Yeah. Appreciate you being here.
My
Also, I love your food.
future
Oh, yes.
clients. Are you ready to accept
And just the
my
Indian
kind
culture.
offer?
It's very much so not well shown.
No. India is one of those cultures that I've done not a lot of research, definitely not as much as I put into China and Asia and England,
Once you have
but a lot more than I've put
understood
into, you know, American culture.
Yep. Okay, so talking to him does nothing. Fucker.
Ah, so you're just bored as fuck. Got it.
Hey, thank you so much. And what's up, Corey? Just playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on... Dang it. Live on YouTube at Agent Fudge Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag, and the link is in my bio. Lots of North American streamers. Yeah, there are.
Oh no, he's saying that there's a lot of North American streams going right now.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like
Time zone.
it's afternoon-ish to evening there. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people in that time. A lot of people here in the North American area that would be playing at this time and streaming at this time. Where the fuck is the downstairs? It's over here.
There's some people in Japan starting their streams right now, actually, because it's almost, I think it's 7 a.m. for them there.
Is it? I'm not sure. I'm not good with time zones. Hey, thank you so
Yeah,
much for that gift. I do appreciate it.
I know that Beijing is exactly 12 hours difference from where I am, which right now it's 6:30. So it's 6:30 a.m. for them.
Hey, welcome back,
And
Nickel.
Japan is one time zone over, if I'm remembering time zones correctly. So it's about 7:30 a.m. for them.
I wonder if there's like a secret way into the city that I just don't see.
Sleep with someone.
I'm not sleeping with somebody.
Always an option.
I'm not really comfortable revealing exactly where I am due to a number of the reasons, but I will tell you that I am on the West Coast.
I am on the opposite coast. I am in New York State. I'm comfortable saying that because you'll never know where in New York State I am.
No, that'll kill me. Never
It'll
mind.
probably kill me too.
Can't jump there.
But
I don't want to talk to you because last time I talked to you, you tried to extort me for $20,000, and then I had to try to kill you. Huh. You're in Mumbai.
Oh.
Ah.
I hear it's beautiful over there.
Yeah. There's got to be something.
To be fair, if I ever go to India, I'm never spending any time in the cities. I'm spending it all out in the wilderness. Because I'm a psychopath. I'm looking for those wild elephants and those wild tigers and those wild lions. Ah, the Indian lions are beautiful.
You do realize that the tigers in those areas are sometimes known as man-eaters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you I'm a psychopath.
Yes, you are! Damn, dude!
I'm also going after the snakes.
Why? They have some of the most poisonous snakes there.
What part of I'm a psychopath don't you understand?
It's not a very hot, 116 Fahrenheit and humid.
116.
God damn,
yeah,
that's
not that bad.
That's like Florida, but worse.
Oh, that's way worse than Florida. That's like really hot Texas.
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? Sorry I didn't see that right away, but I am playing it on YouTube if you want to check out and hang out with the fun. Link is in my bio. It's Agent Facha Gamer.
It was 85 today during the day.
Talk to Ellen.
Thank God it's starting to cool down. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Worms rocks
I
off
bet.
limits.
I
You got a
Like
problem?
we've
That's
had
the
the
only
hotter
problem
and hotter summers, and it sucks.
Mhm. That's the one problem about India that I have is like I don't know if I would be able to survive the heat.
And the
I
humidity.
don't do well. I don't do very well in super hot climates. The humidity might actually help me.
That might. I don't know. You might just feel like you're pissing your pants the whole time because it's just dripping down.
Yeah, the last time I was in 100-degree weather, I got heat stroke real fast.
Ooh.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Well, ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. Well, the
I am
peers
very
came
easy
pay
to get heat stroke.
regards.
Mm.
But I want to go to India because it's so beautiful. There's so many temples I want to go to.
Right? There's so much culture and history there.
Like if I'm ever in any sort of civilization, I'm going to the temples and that's it.
I mean, for me, one of the biggest reasons to go to India is the fact that it is the birthplace of Buddhism.
Yeah. For me, yeah, that's very similar. I'm also just so enamored with the I don't want to say ancient,
Illyria?
old,
Well, I'm not messing about
I
with
feel
a
like
murder
old's wrong too.
inquiry for damn sure.
but the
Straight
older
ahead across
Indian
the
culture,
bridge. A blind ogre couldn't
like,
miss it.
Oh,
back
cool.
whenever,
Wait a minute.
Four Elephant,
That's all I needed to do?
Big Goof.
All I needed to do was tell her I was going to go investigate a murder. Fuck you.
Gotta love the simple solutions. Right, Mouse?
Why? Why do I always have to overthink things?
Just feed the dog, Alan. Just feed the dog.
I'm currently playing Baldur's Gate
that
3,
is-
my friend.
We do not know how
That is
you
a story
gained
that
entry,
one day will be told on
but
stream.
your
Not this
trespass
day,
shall
though.
not be punished.
A different day.
Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
But
Oh.
yeah, no,
The Watcher's
God, the Indian
presence
culture is
fades.
just so beautiful.
It
As
is.
another takes its place.
Also,
Confident,
Justin,
commanding.
correct me if I'm, or even Alan, if you know. Correct me if I'm saying this name wrong, but I really want to go to the temple of, there he goes again.
You really want to go to the temple of...
Yep. No, the temple of, not Haman, Hanuman.
Hanuman? Honestly, your accent's not that bad about it anyways, and I'm sure Justin probably would be better about it than I am because... But yes, that would be... Oh my god, that's one of the more beautiful temples in that area. There's so much history.
Streaming from a laptop?
Yes.
Not very reliable.
Not very reliable, but you can. See, that's the thing. I started from a laptop, and I was on a laptop for a good 5 years, and I built a decent community with that. And then I got a I got a PC at some point, and then I went through what I call my Xmageddon, and I lost everything.
Hanuman.
Yes.
Is that how I'm pronouncing it?
Yes, Hanuman.
I might just say Monkey King.
Yes. And he is the Monkey King, but here's the interesting thing. There are a lot of allusions between Hanuman and Sun Wukong.
Yeah.
But inadvertently, they are Hanuman. Sun Wukong's story is inspired by the story of Hanuman, but
Yeah.
ultimately it's for a different reason. The reason why Sun Wukong's story eventually was narrated and created was to be an antithesis to speak of the political scape of what China was dealing with at that time.
China's always dealing with something, let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Of course, of course.
Like, I know that's really terrible to say, but I'm not entirely wrong.
No, you're not, because when you think about it, historically, China, even after modernization, has had the most amount of workers' strikes, workers' conflicts, as well as internal citizenship conflicts, ones in which that the UN had to step into. You know,
Not
Tiananmen Square.
only that, yeah. But not only that, but I do believe that China actually has the highest number of civil wars.
They do. They do. And that's because their government is highly fractured. They still don't, they still have yet to unify certain political leaders that are viewed in power but aren't officially in power.
Well, it's not only that, but I mean, let's just talk about ancient China, the dynasties.
Mm.
Those were civil wars.
Yes, they were.
And how many dynasty wars were there? I mean,
There
come
were
on.
13 dynasties. In each one of those dynasties, there were upwards of, I don't know, 6 to 3 subset dynasties from internal conflicts of actual relatives killing each other.
And don't get me started on the Three Kingdoms.
The Three Kingdoms.
The amount of wars that the Three Kingdoms had is fucking phenomenal.
Which resulted in the Five Kingdoms, which resulted in more wars.
Mm-hmm. I think in total the Three Kingdoms had, I think it was like 20 or 30.
And those were the ones that were documented.
Mm-hmm. And thank God they were, because it gave us some of the greatest games.
Some of the greatest games, as well as some of just the most amazing stories. I mean, I'm still in love with the story of Lu Bu as well as the story of Guan Yu.
Oh my God. The story of Lu Bu is literally one of the main reasons why I love Dynasty Warriors.
Mm-hmm. And it's really, and this is one of the things I loved about Wolong, because in Wolong we got to see Lu Bu, and they showed us something that isn't seen in a lot of Dynasty Warriors games. Lu Bu wasn't an evil person.
Gameplay? I mean, to be fair, Lu Bu wasn't evil in 4.
That's true. In 4, he was more neutral. I mean, like, obviously the evil person was Dong Zhuo, that motherfucker.
Yeah. I think it was from 4 on, Lu Bu isn't shown as a villain. He's shown more as like a mercenary, like neutral.
Which is good, because that's what he was. The only reason why Lu Bu even joined Dong Zhuo was because he feared that the war would actually start to affect his tribe. And his tribe were actually one of the ancient Yamek tribes. He actually has ties to ancient Korean people.
Another fun fact, or I wouldn't say fun fact, but another fact is the money was good.
What?
Yeah, in 4, one of the main reasons why Lu Bu joined Dong Zhuo, not only was it like the fear of his own people, or the fear for his people, but it was also because Dong Zhuo was the highest bidder.
Yes, he was. I mean, Dong Zhuo was a shrewd man. The dude accumulated a massive amount of wealth, even underneath the emperor himself.
Because if you remember at the end of 3, Lu Bu actually had a meeting with Dong Zhuo and Liu Bei, and Liu Bei offered him basically the equivalent of modern day, like 10 grand.
Yeah.
And Dong Zhuo laughed at that and said, "Here's $1 million."
It's kind of hard to say no to that. Especially when, your people are starving.
Because Liu Bei was really banking on having Lu Bu join his dynasty, because he was banking on Lu Bu to be able to take care of the Wu and the Shu.
Yeah, and the sad truth of it is, Liu Bei was losing the war at that point.
It was because the problem with what was their faction? The Wei.
The Wei, yeah.
The problem with the Wei was they took a more political approach with the wars. They tried to act out what would be known as the First Cold War, where the Wu and the Shu were constantly, on the battlefield, fighting each other, fighting the Wei. The Wei were trying to get more political with it. They were trying to sit down the leaders and be like, hey, maybe we should just be 3 kingdoms. and rule these separate parts of China instead of all of us being like, let's just become the emperor.
Yeah. But
And that never went well for Liu Bei and his two brothers. In fact, it got one of his brothers killed.
yeah, that's why Zhang Fei didn't last till the end of the war.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which
that's
Zhang Fei was the fucking best out of the three of them whenever it came to, like, he knew what was going on.
on top of
He
the
knew
fact that
he
Zhang
had to
Fei was
fight.
the people's champion.
Mm-hmm. Zhang Fei knew that he needed to fight, but he also wanted to follow his brother's beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Because, well, that's the thing, though. What was it? Liu Bei's main philosophy during that time was he believed that mankind should ascend beyond the need of violence, which I honestly understand, but it was beyond that time. He was way too ahead of his time for that thinking. And he wanted
He'd be ahead
China.
of his time today.
Yeah. He wanted China to be so enlightened, to believe that they could find an end to conflict through logical means. You know, he was a Taoist through and through.
Yeah. He wanted at the end of the day the true definition of Taoism, which is yin yang.
Yes. He wanted balance. He wanted people to work together, not to be ruled under a singular force. He wanted a council, not an emperor.
Exactly. Which unfortunately just is never in the cards due to human nature.
No, not with how we're guiding human thought processes these days.
Well, it's not even that. Humans are a violent race. Let's be honest.
I mean, it's just natural.
Yeah, it's part of our genetics. And it does stem from our evolution. We had to be violent because, fun fact, we were not the only human-like species on Earth when we evolved.
Yes.
There were 6 others. We were the only ones to survive.
I think that's something we need to talk about that in a Dynamite podcast, because I think that's something that many people just don't understand. They think that humans evolved and they were the only species that were sapient, and that's just not true. We are the ones that won the battle.
Mm-hmm. One of the most famous is the Neanderthal, but the second most famous is the Gigantopithecus, which was basically it was an orangutan that gained sapience.
A huge orangutan. And like
10 feet tall.
Like orangutans now are big. And the strength that they have is fucking ridiculous, because they can literally rip your arms out of your sockets. They won't do that. You know, they're actually quite docile, but they can.
Only females are. Males are highly aggressive and
I thought that was only during breeding periods.
No, males are highly aggressive at all times of the year. In fact, if you go to Borneo, they tell you if you find a male orangutan, get out because it will kill you.
Oh. Good to know. I mean, I wasn't ever going to try to fuck with wild animals in any way, shape, or form, because that's just... It's not a good idea. I know you want to, because you want to study so many dangerous animals.
I'm the crocodile hunter, bitch.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, fuck. I'm good.
But, yeah, no, the fun fact, the most placid great ape is a offshoot of the chimpanzee called the bonobo.
Really?
Which I will not get into because they actually have a culture. They have evolved a culture. That culture is based around love making.
Notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of culture.
Go on, get out.
Everyone does it.
I'll wake the others.
Everyone does it with everyone.
Communal. In the truest sense.
Mm-hmm. In fact, on a bonobo's year of fertility, their mother is the one that teaches them. Unless it is a female, then the father does.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. But the second most placid great ape species is one that you will never guess, and it's not orangutan.
I needed the gold.
Is it a snow ape?
No.
No.
Because there are no snow apes. Unless you count the Yeti. but
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking there. It's a monkey. Wrong species.
yeah, you're thinking of a monkey. I can just tell you if you want, or you can take a guess. There's only 2 great apes left.
I'm trying to think. Because it can't be a gorilla.
It is the gorilla.
Danger money.
Really?
Joke.
I mean,
gorilla is the second most placid great ape.
I mean, I know they're highly intelligent, but I also thought they were highly territorial.
They are highly territorial to things that they consider predators or threats. They do not consider humans threats unless we prove ourselves threats.
Humans are the most. Well, yeah, we are.
Unstoppable.
Humans are the second most aggressive great ape species, actually.
We're the most destructive, probably.
We are definitely the most destructive.
And I'm
but we
talking
are
to
the
people
second
here
most
on YouTube and on my Discord. If you want to come here and have fun and check out the gameplay as well as the conversation, we're live on YouTube at Asian Fudge Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. And what's up, Hank? Sorry.
But the most aggressive great ape species is the chimpanzee.
I'm not a soldier.
That makes sense. I mean, I remember some of the cases. I don't know why people want to try to keep them as pets. It's just not a good idea.
I'm scared.
Chimpanzees are the only primate that view humans as a food source.
And they go for the face. They go for the soft spots.
Not only that, but they will also eat bonobo.
I've seen that. I remember that. I watched...
Yeah, gorillas... I mean, Harambe.
Gorillas?
Is a great example of that. Of what Odessa is saying.
Oh.
Where gorillas are only dangerous because they don't realize just how fragile humans are. The most modern example of that is Harambe.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, you got to think about it. They are extremely powerful, and even their young are extremely durable comparative to us.
A travesty, really.
Yeah. So, going back to the chimpanzees eating bonobos, not only will they eat bonobos, they will also eat gorillas, young gorillas, if their territory overlaps every so often. Which is very rare to happen because gorillas are found in the highlands of Africa, specifically the highlands of the Congo, while the chimpanzees are more found closer to the basin. Yep. But sometimes chimpanzees get curious, or sometimes gorillas get curious. And their territories will overlap, and it never goes well for the young.
Nope. I still remember watching this one documentary of... It was a David Attenborough documentary. I think it was the first iteration of Planet Earth back in the day. And it was literally... They literally showed this group of chimpanzees hunting a gorilla young that got separated from its mom. And they just grab it and tear its head off.
I mean, they'll go after adult gorillas too, if they're in a large enough tribe.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, they got lucky with this one. It just got separated, and they're like, "Hey, free lunch."
Yeah, if it's a single adult and they have a tribe over 100, they can take down that gorilla. They might lose 1 or 2 chimpanzees, but they will take down that gorilla. You know, whether it be a silverback or a female.
Master Porter, I've taken the
I believe it. Oh. With how dexterous they are and just how vicious they can attack.
They're the only... The chimpanzee main species, so chimps and bonobos, they're the only primates currently outside of humans that have entered the Stone Age.
Yes, they use tools regularly.
They have now started to begin to not only make stone tools, but stone weaponry.
Yes, they do.
Yes, chimps do go to war. They won't just go to war with other chimp tribes, by the way. They will go to war with human tribes and bonobo tribes as well.
Currently playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fudge Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag, and we're also having a conversation on Discord, which you can hear on YouTube.
Stop being losers.
And I don't know what that game is, so...
But chimps are the only primate species that have gone to war with another species. Now, I know the whole joke about Australia going to war with the emus and them losing. That wasn't an actual war. That's a huge joke that they do over in Australia.
All right. I just want y'all to see this. All right? Ready?
Now you're speaking my language.
Come on. this is why I love
Mouse, that is
Karlach.
actually a really fun game. I fucking love that game, Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey, and I'm so sad that Ubisoft canceled the 2 sequels that they had planned. Because that game was actually supposed to go into what we know as the modern age.
I love Karlach.
Please do come forward.
Oh yeah. See, I actually really enjoy watching my wife play that game because she has it. I don't.
It is a little bit of a difficult game to get into.
Yeah,
and if you're not huge into skill trees, the game is very difficult.
She can cool down. I wouldn't dare harm such an old friend, but I can't have her.
But at the end of the game,
as for you,
it basically
I understand. Congratulations.
where the game starts is when humans first start to evolve.
Thank you so much.
At the end of the game is basically when they finally turn into Homo sapien, aka caveman. The second game was actually going to change the gameplay up, and it was going to turn into more of a civilization style game.
Let's just with that situation, in all honesty, has gotten a lot better. I have half of what I need. I have the previous month set. Now I got to take care of this month, which is now at this point a $500 goal that I need to reach. And once I have that, I should be able to pay off all of what I have that is in outstanding and tell my landlord, hey, fuck you, I'm staying for a little bit longer.
Yeah. But yeah, Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey was such a good game in my opinion.
It was an underrated game in my opinion.
It was, and it does show just how aggressive chimps are. If you play it as an aggressive,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Chimps will go after anything that moves. Like they do not care. If it moves, it foods.
And here's the thing that some people might not consider about this particular aspect when it comes to intelligence and curiosity. The more intelligent and curious you are, the more adept you are to try to dismantle what you see and see whether or not it fits into certain aspects, which is either, is it food? Is it dangerous? Is it fun?
Mm-hmm. And chimps, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but unfortunately, chimps, their culture, they haven't entirely discovered a culture yet for chimps. But what we would kind of consider a culture is a war culture. If it moves, it dies, and if it dies, it's food.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, have you played So sadly, I haven't had a chance to play Cyberpunk 2077. I've never had a chance to own the game, and at the moment, I'm not in a position to purchase any other games right now. I heard a lot of good things though from what it's been. Like, it started off really buggy, but they've fixed a lot of things. They've added a lot of things, and I believe they're adding in a DLC as well as now there's a movie coming out for it with Idris Elba, which I really want to see.
Odessa, that's actually a really good example of intelligence equals curiosity.
You've met her assassins.
You were a 6-year-old, so you decided, how does this TV work? So you dismantled it.
But she won't relent.
Yeah, see, it's a more primal instinct than we think.
Mm-hmm. And also, yes, you are correct, Mouse. The reason why we squeeze cute things is because subconsciously we perceive it as a threat. Because cute things equals poisonous or lethal things.
Or there's something that's going to hurt you for being near it.
I want to lead this city to glory.
Mm-hmm. Like a mother.
Yeah. Don't ever go pet a fawn you see laying down. The mom is close by and they will fuck you up. Just saying.
Unless specifically that fawn needs help.
I mean, then doesn't they usually show distress, don't they?
Yes. If they are showing distress and they are not getting away from you, that is a fawn that needs aid. And the mother is deers are actually really intelligent. It's crazy how intelligent they are. They know that humans will help their children. So if they see a human near a deer or a fawn in distress, they will not get involved because they know that human will help that fawn.
So the three are united once again.
We live in a semi symbiotic relationship with deer.
We rule as the
I mean, as it stands,
What do you say?
as all life evolves, they'll evolve around the threats around them. And what is the biggest threat to animal kind? Us. So they're going to evolve to deal with us in one way or another.
Deer have evolved to kind of live in a symbiotic relationship with us, where, fun fact, if a deer is sick or is injured to the point where it's kind of a hindrance to a herd, the herd will leave that deer in a human-inhabited area, so the humans can take that deer and feed off.
I will eat cows till cows fight back. Oh, I'm not. Listen, I am not an advocate for vegans. Trust me. You see this? You see this? No. I eat meat.
A doppelganger in our camp.
I'm okay
Dumb
with
for me to say, but
non-toxic vegans.
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark.
No, I'm not gonna.
The problem.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna yuck somebody's yum. I'm just not gonna be that person that's gonna make somebody feel ashamed for eating meat.
Yeah, I'm also not gonna make somebody feel bad for not eating meat
either. No,
what I will make people feel bad for if they make people if they make people feel bad for eating meat.
Right.
Those are the vegans I cannot stand.
Like if my number one thing is don't yuck somebody's yum. If you're gonna do that, that's when you're the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I have what I like, you have what you like. Let's all eat and have fun.
Because at the end of the day, veganism actually is killing the human race.
Don't. Would face.
Say what?
That is a sad fact about veganism. While humans, yes, are omnivorous. We are. Our teeth show it. Our diet shows it.
Our stomach shows it.
Our stomach does not.
Our stomach composition shows it, doesn't it? Because our biome is made specifically to deal with the multitudes of different foods we eat. At least that's what I thought. No.
Our gut biome is it can digest plant matter. Don't get me wrong. We wouldn't be omnivores otherwise, because we would gain no nutrients from eating vegetation.
Right.
But we do. But the problem is we gain very little nutrients from vegetation. Our guts are more designed to feed off of flesh and meat. That is what our gut is still designed for. So if you are living off of a plant-based diet, you are killing yourself slowly.
Well, good to know. I'm currently playing Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, I think I just fucked up. We're live on YouTube at Asian Fasha Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag. And the link is in my bio. And I appreciate that, yeah.
A can of baked beans, is said to hold enough protein as a really good ribeye steak. Like a really big ribeye steak.
Okay, this was a bad
that we have
idea.
found in it. But what they don't tell you is you get about 5 to 10% of that protein. The rest of that gets turned into waste. Once again, because we are not designed for an all-vegan diet. We are not designed to be herbivores.
Right here, my friend. My caffeinated dirty bean water.
Now, don't get me wrong, we could easily evolve into a species that is strictly herbivorous. But that's going to take millions of years, and humans have only been around for a million years.
Now, come. Be witness.
So, unfortunately, our species will die off long before we can evolve a gut biome to gain nutrients to survive solely on vegetation. It's why vegetarianism is the better veganism. Because vegetarianism, you're still allowed to consume animal byproducts like eggs, honey.
Nah, I don't
milk.
like wearing hats.
No, that's my ammo.
Then allow me to
But yeah.
Brain twists
So
and stretches under the watching
vegetarianism
gaze.
is
The
a
pain
much
almost brings
better
you to your
source
knees.
of
Before
becoming an
You will
herbivore.
follow me, and you will show.
But
due
veganism is just slowly killing you.
respect. Distinguished dukes.
Because sooner or
patriarchs,
later, your body's going to
dearest
start
Lady
consuming
Guard,
itself.
Because it needs
I will
protein.
heed your call.
It needs that protein. It needs all those amino acids that meat gives us. Or at least animal byproducts.
Hey, thank you so much for that, Rose. I do appreciate it. Let's see, speaking of Cyberpunk 2077, on the 21st, they're updating the game to 2.0, which is overhauling basically the entire skill system. Hopefully that doesn't nerf anything, and hopefully people enjoy that. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, there's always going to be people who's going to bitch about it, but, you know, when it comes down to it, make your own opinion. Don't ever let other people make an opinion for you.
But yeah, there's just a little bit of knowledge on your diet.
Yeah. It's always good to know.
You can be a vegan if you want to. Yeah, you can be a vegan if you want to. You can be a vegetarian if you want to. You can be a carnivore if you want to. I'm not going to judge you. Just know that if you are a vegan, you are slowly killing yourself.
Right.
If you're okay with that, more power to you.
His ire and your own death.
Because I know there's a lot of people that turn to veganism because they learn about America's meat production.
Yeah. Let's see, from what I've read, it makes the game 10 times better. Okay. That's awesome. That's good.
But I know so many people from other countries who are vegan because they learn how America treats their animals and not their own country. Because America and Canada are kind of outliers when it comes to mass producing meat. You don't see what we do here in America over in England. You don't see that over in Europe. You don't see that over in Asia. I mean, hell, Japan takes care of their food so well that they can eat a raw egg or even raw poultry and not have to worry about salmonella. Because, fun fact, salmonella was a disease that was created by the mass production of poultry.
Okay, where do we go to do this mission? God damn it. I just want to get rid of the steel guard.
But the other side is also true. I have a coworker who only ate meat and he got sick from the lack of vitamins. Correct. Once again, we are still omnivores. We still need the vitamins that vegetation gives us. Because, another fun fact, there is no such thing as a strict carnivore.
No, even carnivores eat some form of
vegetation
at some point or another.
More than likely, it's usually some form of fruit, but like canines will chew on grass and they will get the vitamins and nutrients from grass. Felines will chew on leaves. Bears, which are semi-omnivorous, they're not as omnivorous as we are. Bears will consume berries and other fruits. Foxes as well will eat berries.
Okay. I screwed up.
Another very important factor to remember. Dogs cannot go vegan.
No! No! Never, ever put your dog on a vegan diet.
You can put a dog on a vegetarian diet. It still needs that animal byproduct. Dogs are almost as omnivorous as we are because of how we evolved them.
Mm-hmm.
Cats cannot go on any form of vegetation diet at all. Cats need a carnivorous diet.
Yeah, you
Like I
can't
said,
make a cat.
felines,
Heard about
yeah,
his father.
felines will
The
get their
dead
vitamins
freeze
from somewhere
puppet.
else.
Mm-hmm.
A travesty, really.
If you're taking care of that cat
Upstairs
well
in
enough,
Worms Rock, ordaining
their food
Gortash as
is mixed with those vitamins.
A splendid shindig.
And of
I
course, you know, if you have an indoor-outdoor cat, they'll find their own sustenance.
Do not. This is a topic that I
But it's a
constantly
bad
have to
idea.
remind people. Do not have an outdoor cat.
Yeah.
Cats lead to 33% of all extinctions on the planet.
They are one of the biggest, and I mean biggest, destroyers of ecosystems.
Outdoor cats destroy far more of the ecosystem than even we do.
And they love it.
Because yes, we destroy trees. We destroy, forests and whatnot. And sometimes that does affect the animals, but oftentimes those animals relocate. Cats kill anything and everything. An outdoor
There it is.
cat.
Okay. Thank you so much for those roses. I really do appreciate it.
This is a topic that I get heated on because so many people are like, but my kitty's so cute. I don't give a fuck if your cat's cute. Your cat is causing an extinction of the fucking robin species.
All right.
Your fucking cat is causing the endangerment of cardinals, blue jays, crows, ravens.
Yeah, you don't get to talk about my friends like that.
Yo, I wish I was high as balls. Cats cause such a massive damage to the ecosystem.
Murder a koa.
If they are outdoor cats. Now, if it's an indoor cat, perfectly fine.
Larkin, Water Steep, Night Song. God damn it. Murder. We're not looking to murder anybody.
But if you ever get a cat, or if you have cats currently, keep them indoors. It is better for the environment. Yeah, and that is causing an ecological damage, Mouse. Those mice are there for a reason. The perfect example of this is Australia. Australia has a total of, I think, 7 invasive species that are destroying the local ecosystem. We have,
where the hell is this? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out where this is. Just where the best.
I think they're called the cane locust, which was brought by settlers trying to grow sugarcane. Well, they decided to, respond to that by introducing another species called the cane toad, one of the most venomous toads in the fucking world.
Oh, I guess we gotta
introduce the cane toad to get rid of those cane locusts. Well, those cane toads start to breed just like the locusts did. So want to know what they did? They brought in rabbits to try and quell both of them by feeding off of the same things
that
those two species feed off of. Well, rabbits became a problem. So what did they do? They brought in foxes.
Yep. And it's that annoying thing that they do where they go with, let's use this to kill that to kill this, and it's just, it's how does that go? Ate the mouse to catch the bird or whatever. I forgot how that song goes.
Mm-hmm. Australia has a really bad mouse problem as well because of ships. They also have a really bad rat problem. Australia was the only continent on the planet that did not have mice or rats.
Mm-hmm.
The reason for that? is because of how isolated it is. Now
Do I
they
have
have a
that
mouse and rat
quest?
problem that is completely
I do. I
decimating
should at
the
least.
environment.
Ah, there it is. Taking the bullshit.
Field mice are needed. It's this whole stigma, and I've talked about this on my own Discord before. It's the stigmatism that certain animals are considered vermin. Vermin. There is not a single species on this planet that is a vermin.
Hello,
that is
Annie.
not invasive.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see. Where do we fucking need to go?
But raccoons, opossum, mice, even rats, they are not vermin.
They're part of the ecosystem.
Want to know a species that is a vermin here in North America? The Burmese python, the boa constrictor.
So,
animals that have been placed in these environments because people are stupid. Let's be honest. People couldn't have a Burmese python or boa constrictor as a pet, so instead they decided to release it into the Florida fucking Everglades.
Yep. So, Bootleg, I got a
Mosquitoes
question.
have a purpose. What's up?
So, I mean, you got all these topics to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that you don't stream on Twitch?
I think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for...
I think I've gone over this, but I can go over it again on this stream.
I forgot what it was.
My neighbors play DMC music.
Ah.
Very loud that my mic picks it up.
Right, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Also, when I was streaming on Twitch, I was a gameplay person, so it was mostly just me talking about the game. Let's be honest, it was me mostly complaining about the game.
See, that's one way. Okay, no, that's not where we need to go.
But yes, as much as I hate this species of mosquito, male mosquitoes are necessary in the environment because they are pollinizers.
The majority of flying insects in some way or short form are useful. They're not just there to be killed. They're not just pests. We just consider them pests. We created that classification when that classification doesn't actually exist in nature.
Well, no. Actually, female mosquitoes are considered an actual true pest.
But
female mosquitoes...
When you think about it, though, they're necessary to continue the male mosquitoes.
Yeah, that's basically their only purpose.
Right. So then, in that instance, just because what they need to stay alive is considered annoying doesn't necessarily make them a pest. They're still necessary.
Well, they are considered a parasite. And
that's also a classification that we created.
True. But, like I said, whenever it comes down to female mosquitoes, they are only used for breeding with the males to produce more males.
Right.
And,
but saying it in that way just diminishes their actual importance of continuing the species.
That is fair. Also, ticks are also very important. Ticks actually...
Wait, where the
most ticks are also pollinizers.
Let's see, got 1, 2, 3. I feel like I missed... No, I felt like I was missing somebody.
And I mean, I could always go for the whole, you know, fucking what do you call it?
Currently playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fletcher Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, and of course the link is in my bio. Oh,
I could always go with the Mary Sue answer, which is ticks are important because animals eat them. You can make that excuse with mosquitoes, even female mosquitoes, because there are a lot of animals that feed off of female mosquitoes, like dragonflies, like certain bats,
and of
like
course
certain other insects.
And as well as that, there's also a lot of, you know, animals that feed on their young, their larvae.
D Hill, yes, rats are very important.
Okay.
Rats are fertilizers.
Little unfounders forks gutted.
They serve almost the same purpose as mice.
Yep, I've played
So they
Halo.
are fertilizers.
But I only
They are
play
fertilizers.
Halo with Patreon subs and friends only. If anything, the only other thing I'm going to be doing with Halo will be playing a campaign and doing a Let's Play of it.
But yeah, rats are pollinizers. They're fertilizers. They are pest control as well, because rats will eat ticks. They will eat mosquitoes. They will eat certain insects.
Yep. And like I said, this whole concept, that whole concept of inconvenient animals within certain areas is just a concept that we created. And it's actually just a egotistical misconception.
It's an illusion. There is not a single animal that is not important. Now, don't get me wrong. There are certain areas where rats are a problem, and they are not important.
That's
like
because
Australia.
That's because we brought them there, though.
Exactly.
Like, invasive species, the only reason they are invasives is because of people. Because people were dumb enough to not take the proper precautions or something like that. You know, hitchhikers and the like.
Not always, because, fun fact, 30 million years ago, America got its first invasive species. Did I say 30 million? I meant 30,000.
I was like, 30 million? The kudzu?
We got an animal known as the Gastornis, also more commonly known as the terror bird.
The terror bird.
While South America also got their first invasive species, the Smilodon, also known as the saber-toothed cat.
Now, were those things that occur due to land bridges or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Invasive species do happen in nature. Happens all the time, especially with birds and insects. Things that fly, or things that swim.
Oh, it's Aradin.
Let me back in.
Like, fun fact, the lionfish is an invasive species over here on the North American coasts.
And you actually...
Some of the lionfish...
Sorry, what were you saying?
Some of the lionfish, yes, were brought here. But on the Pacific coast, the lionfish actually just swam over there.
But yeah, depending on what area you are and what coast you live in, if you do have a high population of lionfish, you can actually get paid small sum, not a big sum, small sum, to bring in a batch of the lionfish you've hunted, keeping their population level down.
Mm-hmm. In California, it's $20 per lionfish.
Yeah.
Here in New York State, I believe it's $5 per.
Kidnapping costs more than theft.
And they are...
Don't forget,
they destroy areas because they eat anything that moves. Anything that fits in their mouth, they will eat.
Well, they specifically feed off of coral reef.
Yes, and that's bad.
Coral is very important, and the coral that is found in the Atlantic is not accustomed to dealing with things like lionfish. The coral that are found even in the West Coast waters are not accustomed to dealing with lionfish.
Nope.
So it is a devastating species. But I'm also a firm believer that invasive species aren't always a bad thing.
Like you said, they happen in nature, so they're part of nature.
Mm-hmm. The environment will adjust itself. Yeah. The environment will always adjust itself.
I have played Starfield, but I'm not currently playing Starfield.
Let's say we decide not to get rid of the Burmese python population in Florida in the Everglades. Sooner or later, the animals will start to evolve to adapt to the Burmese python being the alpha predator. We actually see that in Australia. Australia is basically our fucking running experiment on evolution.
That's one thing to call it.
A great example of this is the cane toad. Going back to the cane toad, a lot of species have now evolved a immunity to the cane toad toxin. They have evolved weaponry to deal with the cane toad. or even evolving intelligence to deal with the cane toad. Same thing with foxes and even dingo. So, nature will correct itself.
And the thing is, something
But-
that people don't seem to take into account is in life, evolution is pushed by conflict, not by just living. There needs to be some kind of conflict. There needs to be a reason to evolve.
Correct. That's why the human evolution has been stunted. There are a plethora of reasons, the biggest one being
technology.
The internet. Yeah, technology.
The wonderful world of technology.
We no longer have a reason to evolve. So our evolutionary pool has become stagnant. Now, there is also another reason why our evolutionary pool is stagnant, and you can thank the fucking medieval times for this. Because all the ancestral children that were born during the medieval times also stunted our evolution.
Inbreeding.
Inbreeding halts evolution.
Yep.
Because inbreeding halts mutation.
Come again soon.
Let's see.
Bookseller.
Right. Work is conflict. Work is dealing with conflict.
It's a different kind of conflict. It's not a form of conflict that we can evolve from.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the sense of philosophically what working is. Not what we do as work. But working is living. Working is going hunting, surviving, that kind of stuff. For all life.
But the problem is we don't do that anymore.
No, we don't. And like I said, I'm not talking about us.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor.
And thank you so much for that gift. I do appreciate it. I do play Elden Ring, but my Xbox at the moment is defunct, so I can't. I am playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate, and if you want to check out the gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fudge Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag.
Reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your
But,
path forward.
yes, human evolution has stopped at this point. Due to all the inbreeding, due to the fact that we have no reason to evolve.
Dear patron,
We are the alpha animal on the planet. There's no ifs, there's no buts. We are the alpha. We are the apex predator. We are the apex survivor. Hell, we're also the apex prey. Most things do not consider us threats anymore, or they don't consider us food anymore because we are too much of a threat. Now, there are some animals that do still view humans as food. Polar bears, for example. Tigers. Chimpanzees. Going back to that topic. But like grizzly bears. Asiatic bears. Wolves, lions, hyenas, all these alpha predators do not see us as a food source unless absolutely desperate, obviously.
They see us as a threat.
Because, exactly, we are too much of a threat. Because here's one of the biggest important factors about human biology. If we see someone get hurt, we're fucking it up.
Yep. What the hell are you doing, dude? Really? Apple on the head?
Newton.
This is such an old trick.
It has been human law since long before we even decided to have our own language. If we see another member of our species getting fucked up, we make sure that thing never fucks anything up again. It's not we give it a warning. No. We end that thing's existence.
Yep.
It's the reason why, and we still do it to this day, most man killers are immediately put down. Here's a sad fact. Did you know that dogs only get 3 bites on a person before they are euthanized?
Surely you wouldn't have entered my town.
I thought it was
Because they
only
are then
one.
considered It's 3.
Huh.
It might depend on the state.
I don't know. I know that
But-
we give so little consideration to animals when it comes to those kind of laws.
Mm-hmm. But if a dog bites a person 3 times in most states here in the States, they are put down because they are considered aggressive. Hell, everyone is terrified of Dobermans and Rottweilers and Pit Bulls because they are seen as an aggressive species. But they are only aggressive because we teach them that. It's this whole human mentality of, once again, that thing bit my kid, or that dog bit that kid over there that I have no relation to. Let's fuck it up.
Yeah, it's a very primal thing, and ultimately, when it comes down to it, we don't seem to realize that it's weird the causality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have had my last dog was a Staffordshire Terrier, which is a dog that is which is similar to a pit bull, but not.
Yeah.
And she was the sweetest ever. She never even barked. She just wanted love.
I know plenty of pit bulls where they just want cuddles.
Right? All they want is the cuddles.
At the end of the day, dogs are not an aggressive species. We bred that out of them long ago.
Right? Well, we bred out a lot of their hunting instincts.
Beautiful.
There is not a single dog species.
Worth more than your life.
Never mind. There's all but one dog species
As I say,
that is not aggressive.
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas are born aggressive.
They're evil.
But all these other dog breeds, the only time that they become aggressive is if they are taught or forced into aggression.
Forever.
Here's a fun fact. Wolves aren't aggressive. If a wolf is not afraid of a human, their first instinct isn't to hunt and kill it. Their first instinct is to go up to it and see, hey, are you friend? Are you foe? If friend, give pets, give cuddles. You are now part of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
If foe, get the fuck out. Wolves rarely harm other animals outside of their signature prey item.
What they want.
And wolves also won't hunt unless hungry.
Right? They don't hunt for sport. There are a few animals that do hunt for sport, but they're not one of them.
Well, it's not even hunting for sport, because there's a lot of animals that overkill just to make sure that they have food for the next day.
Right. But
lions are one of those.
Ultimately,
lions will take down 2 or
is
3
eaten,
gazelles.
isn't it?
Yes, it is always eaten.
He would seek the power of gods for the
there is only, I think, a total of 3 species on the planet that I can think of, at least.
I know you told me one of them is orcas.
Orcas, dolphins, and humans.
Hey, what's up? Orcas are fucked up. So are dolphins.
Pitying.
Go figure, 3 of the most intelligent animals on the planet.
Right? Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm just playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to check out any gameplay, we are live on YouTube at Asian Fudge Gamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, and of course, the link is in my bio, just to make it easier for you.
Also, if you come over to YouTube, you'll get a fucking learning.
Yeah. We're having some interesting conversations here on YouTube, on Discord, which y'all can't hear because, well, it's just this, my phone.
Professor Bootleg is teaching class.
Hey, what's up? How are you, my friend? I appreciate you being here, Digidestin. How is your day going?
But yes, there are only 3 animals. To my knowledge, there might be more. These are the only 3 that I can think of that hunt for sport.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
2 of which are actually part of the same genus, which are orcas and dolphins.
Right. I'm doing all right, my friend. You know, I'm still pushing forward. I've gotten through 1 hurdle. Now I've got to get through my 2nd hurdle, and I am very hopeful about it.
Like, even the 2nd most intelligent animal on the planet, the chimpanzee, does not hunt for sport. If they hunt They hunt to eat.
No, I do not want to give you the
But
night
wolves-
song. We're not giving you a living being.
But wolves are an oddity in just the predator species, Carnivia in general. Because wolves will take down a single animal and will feed off of that animal for days. And then maybe if they start to feel peckish, they might go out and start to track other animals, but they won't start hunting yet. They'll just track them.
No, I didn't mean to save. Fuck. Yeah, no, we actually just went over the chimpanzees as a subject. Like what, 30 minutes ago or less?
About an hour ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wolves are crazy. Wolves are one of the very few Carnivia that will see an animal in its territory and won't immediately get aggressive with it.
Yeah.
Wolves are also one of the very, very few species in Carnivia where its prey items are 100% okay with them being in their area. So long as those wolves don't show aggression, things like bison, things like deer, things like pronghorn, and many other, what we consider prey species, will coincide with wolves. They will live in the same area, only feed apart sometimes, because they know those wolves won't be a threat, especially if they know those wolves just recently fed.
Mm-hmm. Because they live, I don't know, they live kind of in like a code almost.
Mm-hmm. Well, animals in general live in a code. Like there is a specific rule of law when it comes to animals. If you are at a watering hole, you are safe.
What did she even do? I bet
A watering hole is known as the safe zone to animals. There are very few animals that will attack at a watering hole.
I've been doing research for
carnivorous.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Most of them are carnivorous predators like crocodiles and alligators. The only other non-amphibious creature that does attack at a watering hole is humans.
Let's see.
We
I've been
break
doing
that law of nature.
No, sorry. Let's see. I've been doing research on an upcoming video on Regulusmon, and some of the stuff I'm finding is crazy. Oh yeah, no. Some of the newer Digimon, especially the ones that came up in Ghost Game, are ridiculously powerful.
I believe Regulusmon is Mankumon's Mega Evolution.
Yes.
And yeah, fun fact about that. She's one of the 3 Archangels. She's the secret 4th member.
Mm-hmm. And she's the one that fell behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. She is the only other angel Digimon to ever fall. In lore.
In lore, yeah.
Because, I mean, there's Cherubimon Vice, there's Aphonimon Fallen Mode, and there's Black Seraphimon. But, like, those are exceptions. Because the only way you can get those 3 is if they are corrupted by Lucimon.
Yep. Those were literally direct results of that interaction.
Now, don't get me wrong. There was a Ophanimon and a Seraphimon that fell to create Daemon and Lilithmon.
But they were given the Purgatory Code.
Well, it really depends on where you look into the lore, because there is lore that states that they obviously are not the original Seraphimon or Ophanimon. They are Angiwomon and Holy Angimon that digivolved into their mega form somehow, and then somehow got corrupted. There is also lore stating that they were actually a Lady Devimon and a
I mean,
Neo-Devimon.
I'd play Saints Row if a Patreon sub, a higher tier Patreon sub would request it, but it's not a game that I would normally play.
But yeah, there is also lore that states that Lilithmon's original ultimate was a Lady Devimon that evolved into Ophanimon. But due to the fact that it was originally a Lady Devimon, that's the reason why it fell.
Well, there's also
And
the
same
lore
thing-
that's in the reference books that came out originally that stated that those two were the original Celestial Digimon. They fell and left the world in chaos during the Digital War.
Yeah, but that lore has kind of been put to the side. due to
There's
the
nothing
fact
that
of-
stated that lore has been decanonized.
There's VPETs that do it.
The VPET reference books all build upon the lore. They haven't decanonized anything that involved, you know, any of that. And Faja, if you want to know what that means, all you need to do is look up Austin Powers Gold member, just through Google, and put in Faja with that, and you should be able to find out the answer. And what's up, Cycletdown? How are you?
Also, actually, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I'm not 100%.
Welcome, dear patron.
Okay.
Because what I was going to say is I remember there being a V Tamer issue that kind of retconned that, but I'm not 100% on that, so I'm not going to say that with my chest out.
Oh god, they're arguing. No, we're not arguing. We're just talking.
No, we'll start arguing if we start talking about Millenniumon.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Yeah.
Oh god,
But-
it's a Lorcan. I hate this guy. He's such an ass. Okay,
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your query.
Oh, it's Regulmon. That's Mankumon's Mega. I always get that confused with Regulusmon.
Okay, Regulusmon is Gomamon.
That's Gamamon,
Gamamon,
yeah.
yeah, not Gomamon. Gamamon's Digivolution.
Which, speaking of Gamamon,
Oh,
I just
no.
talk about how much it pisses me off that we have a Gamamon, a Deltamon that aren't Mega level Digimon, like Alphamon and Omegamon. They're all based off of the fucking Greek alphabet.
But they have nothing to do with. Yeah, I know. But Deltamon was one of the older Digimon, one of the first ones created in design.
Yes, it was. It was in the Black V-Pet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say Deltamon didn't appear until Tamer 02. But no, that was its first anime appearance. Its first actual appearance was in the Black V-Pet.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, was not originally supposed to be Digimon.
No, but it turned into it.
Because if you look at all the champion and ultimate designs in that, they are Godzilla creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They are kaiju.
Well, a lot of the designs were based off of kaiju, and they still base a lot of designs off of other kaiju. That's just Japan.
Like, fun fact, Deltamon's design in that V-Pet is just King Ghidorah.
And then there's also...
Dark Tyrannomon is Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Raремon is Hedorah.
I don't think I need any of these.
Glymon is Mothra. One of them is Rodan, but I can't remember who it was.
Bergermon, I think.
No, Bergermon came out in the second V-Pet.
Oh. Then...
This is number 3. I think it was meant to be say Bergermon.
That kind of makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
you are.
Dear patron, to the floor at the top of the
Ah,
stairs.
shit. There was one that was meant to be Destroyer, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Night Song.
Gamamon is perfect, boy. No slander.
If you are here to waste the great wizard
Gamamon is one of my favorite rookies.
Yes, I actually really like Gamamon.
Let your
I'm glad. I like one of the main things I like about Gamamon is the fact that it wasn't another Agumon.
My favorite fact about Gamamon is it's one of our very few dinosaur rookies.
And it's also one of the very few Digimon that actually have something to do with extraterrestrial data.
You know, outside of Vademon, and Ebby. Yeah, Ebbymon.
Yeah, Vademon and Ebisumon.
Vademon.
I thought that was pronounced
The
Vademon.
name you're saying. Vademon, because it's based off of Invade.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Okay, let's go past this because we already went over this. I gotta figure out how to not give you the fucking night song because I don't want to give you the night song. Let's see. You must be the wizard. I don't like.
And then there's also Galaxymon.
Yeah.
If you want to keep your head, of course.
I really don't like the way this guy talks because he's such a sleaze.
And I know this is gonna upset you, Alan, but also Millenniummon.
What?
Millenniummon also does have extraterrestrial data in it.
Millenniummon has a multitude of data in it, and it's because it.
Millenniummon has every data in
yeah,
it.
Millenniummon is everything and anything. It became a residual fact of the multiverse. That doesn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
Here's a terrifying fact for everybody here, because I know I've talked about this on my streams, and I know I've talked about this in my Discord, but I've never talked about it with you. Fun fact, did you know that Millenniummon exists in every multiverse?
Yes, I know this. Like I said, it's a fact in the multiverse. It's a constant.
There is a Millenniummon in DC. There is a Millenniummon in Marvel. There's a Millenniummon in Pokemon. There's a Millenniummon in our own reality.
There's a Millenniummon everywhere.
And even though me and Alan don't agree on this point, if you read the lore, especially in the Cross Wars manga, is last time we talked about Millenniummon. By the way, Alan, I forgot to mention the Cross Wars manga. In the Cross Wars manga, it's actually mentioned that's where it is mentioned that every Millenniummon is the same Millenniummon, and that every Millenniummon that we see outside of the universe that is Millenniummon is an avatar.
Right? Which didn't state anything against what Rio did. Once again, his actions happened outside of time. So everything that we see is like you're saying it on a linear standpoint. These series didn't happen in a linear standpoint because these series are part of a multiverse. Their events could all have happened at the same exact time.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're more familiar with Ryu than I am.
Yes.
Ryu, he's originally from the O2 universe, right? And then he was transported to the Tamers universe, or was he from Tamers and transported to O2?
No, Rio was originally from the Adventure universe. And,
okay, I thought so.
Yeah, originally from the Adventure universe, and he was discovered by the Digital Hazard and Millenniummon when the events of Diaboromon happened.
Also, to answer your question, Tamer, Flamedramon, because Flamedramon has ancient data within it.
I'm from planet Earth. Yes, and also Flamedramon has access. I mean, the Digimental itself of Courage is an extremely powerful weapon. Like, an extremely powerful weapon.
It's not only that, but due to the fact that Flamedramon stems from Vmon, Armadillomon, and Hawkmon all have data from the original Ancient Digimon.
Sounds like
they have access to that powerful data.
See, Millenniummon is more than the Demon Lords. I'm from a country that exists on Earth.
Where is she now?
Do you mind if I grab this one real quick, Alan, before you talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
So Millenniummon is kind of the creator of the Demon Lords. Once again, it stems back to a lot of the negative things that happen in the digital world are caused by two entities. Alan constantly covers this in his video, the Digi-Hazard. The other one is Millenniummon. Because Millenniummon is a angry motherfucker.
Yes. Millenniummon... Okay, you would be angry if you had a constant itch that you could never really scratch. And it didn't happen,
well,
like...
It's not only that, but you would also be angry because you gotta remember, Millenniummon still remembers the time whenever it was a Chimeramon and Machinedramon.
Wait, what?
And the Chimeramon Yeah, Millennium Mon remembers its time as the Dark Master Machine
Oh,
Dramon and
yeah,
as Ken
because
Chimera
that's where its literal Digicore came from. But it was a unique being because its Digicore wasn't necessarily completed. It was, it's an anomaly. Everything about Millennium Mon is an anomaly.
Millennium Mon is a literal paradox because you want to know who created
I am doing
Millennium Mon?
good. How are you? Millennium Mon?
Yes, Millennium Mon created himself. He made sure that he was formed.
Mm-hmm. He's the living example of a paradox.
Yes.
Hey,
And
what's up?
there
Just playing a
are-
little bit of Baldur's Gate, talking about Digimon, and if you want to join the fun, we are live on YouTube at Asian Flashy Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag, and of course, the link is in my bio just to make it easier for you.
And this is something that Alan might argue with me on, but this is something that is heavily hinted on through both the Digihazard and Millennium Mon's lore. It is heavily referenced that Millennium Mon is the creator of the Digital Hazard.
No. No, okay.
It is heavily hinted.
It's hinted, but that's when you don't consider the Witchelney lore. Because that's where the Digital Hazard came from.
We're not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole just due to the fact that, oh my god, what the fuck did Ancient Wisemon do?
A lot of fuck shit. A lot of fuck shit.
Listen, I understand Ancient Wisemon had good intentions, but it did not end that way.
No, it really didn't. It ended in destroying paradise forever.
Oh god. And creating a lot of negative effects, not only in the digital world, but also in
the human worlds.
Well, yes, the human worlds, but also the Olympians server as well.
Which is just, oh no, it was a never-ending cascading. Oh fuck.
What's that? I didn't quite catch
It is all. This is just a theory that a lot of Digi researchers somewhat subscribe to. But it's also believed that Ancient Wisemon is the only one of the legendary 10 that still survives.
Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed.
Yeah, I'm personally on the line of the only one of the legendary 10 that survived was the Agumon and Gabumon that were there. That became Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon.
Even if it still existed,
Well, no, we know that Ancient Garurumon and Ancient Greymon are dead.
No,
they are dead.
They sacrificed their forms and everything, but ultimately they survived. Those were the ones that stated that they survived in the lore. Because they were the only ones they talked about after the war.
Okay.
But they no longer had Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon to be able to digivolve into.
In time.
When they stated they died,
the main reason
they stated that their form died.
Okay. Now, I would like to preface the reason why a lot of researchers believe that Ancient Wisemon survives is because of Witcherly. Because that server needs an Yggdrasil. Every server needs a form of its own Yggdrasil.
Yes, it does.
To stay in place. Witchenly's Yggdrasil was Ancient Wisemon. Witchenly still exists. It is still a server. Digimon still come over and go there. So something has to be that server's hard drive.
The choice is yours.
Were the 10 legendary heroes before? Yes, long before the Royal Knights.
Oh yeah, no, the Royal Knights came to be after the Great Digital War. They were a result of the Great Digital War.
The 10 legendary warriors existed billions of years before what we know as the modern digital world. When the 10 legendary warriors were around and when Lusamon fell, that was not at the beginning, but close enough to the beginning that I'm going to say it's the beginning. The beginning of the digital world.
No, Witchelny was never destroyed. In fact, after Witchelny after the portal between Witch-Only and the digital world was established, Witch-Only became another Digimon world.
Yes. Digimon constantly, just like the Olympian server, Digimon constantly go to and from. Mostly it's Digimon coming from Witch-Only to the digital world.
Yeah,
but there
they're
are some
leaving there.
Digimon. There's some Digimon, like a certain Gallantmon, that went there.
We should inform her of his dilemma.
Because medieval
and she'll
Gallantmon
have
did
great
not
fun in
originate
dispelling them.
from Witch-Only. It was a Gallantmon that, not the Royal Knight Gallantmon, mind you. Because just because that it is a Royal Knight does not mean that every Gallantmon is.
Exactly.
They are their own individuals. A Gallantmon traveled to Witch-Only for whatever reason. Currently, I don't know why. I haven't put that much heavy research into medieval Gallantmon.
Do have an answer for that.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. So, there, if you actually read the Witch-Only reference books, which you can't get anymore because they stopped printing them after they stopped making them.
Yeah.
Which is fucking sad. But in the Witch-Only reference books, they actually talk about this. The ancient being, which is the digital hazard, which was held by the Akashic records within Kakaitis of the dark area of Witch-Only, when the being that became Ancient Wisemon and stole the Akashic records and created the portal to the digital world and escaped, leading to the digital hazard escaping as well, during that moment, the Vortex Knights who served the three wise men that were the original leaders of Witch-Only actually went to stop this being who became the first Ancient Wisemon, and one of them fell to the digital hazard, which eventually gave rise to Chaos Gallantmon and Megidramon's form. And to face that and chase after them, because that was their brother, medieval Gallantmon came into the digital world from Witch-Only, along with his steward, Mistymon.
But do we know why? Because once again, medieval Gallantmon was originally a Gallantmon that was infused with the magics of Witch-Only.
Yeah, he was given the powers of the Dynas.
From what you say, that doesn't explain why the Gallantmon went to Witch-Only, though.
The Gallantmon originated in Witch-Only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that would make sense due to the fact that the digital hazard originated from Witch-Only, and Guillemon is quite literally just a living embodiment of it.
Thank you, Odessa. I just want to talk about this because I love talking about Digimon. And yes,
we don't get to talk about Digimon very often.
Yeah. And yes, essentially the Agumon and Gabumon that survived gave up their form and fused into the Omnimon that would become the Omnimon of the Royal Knights. And that fusion was one of the first DNA Digivolutions, and it was a permanent fusion, which is why when you watch certain things like Digimon Evolution X versus, say, Digimon Adventures and that Omnimon, where they have that separated dual voice, versus you have the Omnimon where they are a singular unit one voice. They are their unique own voice. That actually shows the level of that fusion.
Also, I want to correct you on one thing. It was that Agumon and Gabumon did not turn into the Royal Knights Gabumon. They turned into the Imperial Dramon Paladin mode that created the Royal Knights.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. The Omnimon that is in the Royal Knights is a different Agumon and Gabumon. One that is not associated with any Digidestin before anyone asks.
No. Those were they were just recognized for being courageous in the digital war.
Yes.
But I do got to get going.
Tamer, if you want to talk more about Digimon, I can hop into a VC over here on Alan's Discord and we can talk more about it. Alan, you're welcome to join back in.
Yeah.
When you get home.
Yeah. All right, everybody, though. I do got to get going. I do apologize. I had a lot of fun today. I appreciate everybody who hung out and everybody who gave gifts. Thank you all so much. And I might see you all tonight. If not tonight, maybe tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, definitely Monday. Either way, thank you all so much. Y'all have a good one, and bye.
Bye, chat.